what's on the agenda today?
Well, our celebrities don't just kill in their respective fields, right? More and more branching out and becoming boss of their own businesses. So today we're going to talk about celebrities slash CEOs.
I feel like we need to get started right away because I can think of a handful right at the top of my head. Now, it's great to see that celebrities are venturing out into the business world and becoming so enterprising, isn't it?
Yes, and talking about them could be really motivating for everyone. So let's talk about them right now. CEO celebrities on today's CELEBRITALK.
I think one of the most talked about business owners slash celebrities has to be Big Bang Seung-mi. He's making all kinds of waves after his appearance on a reality show, right? We always knew he had major connections, not just in this industry, but in many industries. Now we're getting more backstories as to how he got started.
That's right. He has cultivated his connections over the year with a lot of hard work. And he is the president of a Japanese ramen franchise right now that has over 20 stores not only in Korea but Japan, China, and Vietnam. And his annual profit is estimated to be about 24 million US dollars, which is about 25 billion won.
Wow.
Wow, I'd say he's very, very successful in his business. I've actually been to one of his restaurants, ramen franchise restaurants in Cheongdam-dong in Seoul, and they were really tasty actually. But I wonder why he chose the ramen franchise as his business.
Well, the reason's quite simple. He's just a big fan of ramen fan. Yeah, he's just a big fan. Well, he's been to all the famous ramen restaurants in Japan, and he's working with chefs that's friendly with to come up with different ramen recipes. Well, he's taking part in small details for his ramen shops, from the interior design to even the kitchen layout. Well, he visits his stores anytime, whenever he has time, randomly as a customer to check out their service as well.
I've always heard that he was a hands-on kind of a boss, and this is a great way to keep the employees on their toes, I suppose. Now, as for why Seung-mi really got started out in business, he was very, very honest with his answer. He always knew Big Bang's members GD and Taeyang were wildly talented, so he wanted something that was entirely his own, which is why he decided to start up a business that gives joy to fans and visitors and everyone who comes to the ramen restaurant, for example, right? Now, he works hard at it, as Hannah has mentioned, and he speaks many, many different languages to help him thrive in business. We're talking English, Japanese, Chinese, and of course, his native tongue, Korean, too.
You know, I really have a lot of respect for Seung-mi because he's working so hard and diligently. And you know what? He also branched out into a club business too. He opened a club in Korea and he even runs a DJ label. I mean, 24 hours in a day is not enough for a person like Seung-mi.
What makes him stand out is that he continuously expands his business, but at the same time, he's giving back to the community as well. For example, as he periodically, probably, he's making donations to children in low-income families. And we love bossmen who knows how to make money, but at the same time spread love and wealth as well.
Well, Seung-mi's not the only example. It turns out a lot of celebrities like to venture out into these dining businesses. Actor Yeon-seok has a dining slash beverage included kind of restaurant, more specifically a dining bar that's doing quite well.
Yes, he does. His dining bar is on the 6th, 7th, and 8th floor of a building right in the middle of Seoul's Itaewon district, very hip among young Koreans and expats. Well, apparently the view from the rooftop is really nice, especially at night, especially with their Italian fusion foods they sell with a great selection of wine. Well, everything about the interior was handpicked by the actor himself, from the clothes hanger to the table, not to mention the menu as well, because he tastes everything to develop the dishes.
Sounds fun.
Wow. Yeon-seok is pretty meticulous when it comes to details, so even in acting as well. So no wonder he chose everything, each and every one of those, interior piece and elements in his restaurants as well. And that doesn't mean that they're not doing well or giving best in their primary job, acting as well. There's really popular eatery in 가로수길, Seoul as well.
Yes, it's so popular. I think most of the fans already know about this. The restaurant that Jong-suk opened last year in October. Well, it's famous for its brunch dishes like eggs Benedict and really good coffee. Well, Jong-suk is really attached to it because it's his first business venture. Like how he's attached to it, well, he'd run over there right away as soon as he wakes up in the morning.
Really? That's some
Yes.
dedication.
Like we should check it out sometime.
Yeah, we should. It's going to be on Jasper, right? Now that
I
we've
love it.
mentioned it on air. Now, it turns out that if you visit this particular restaurant, that you see more of the visitors from outside of this country than locals. And we're assuming that a lot of Lee Jong-suk fans have to absolutely stop by this particular restaurant/cafe. Now, it turns out that this is not the only perk when you visit this place, but apparently all of the other employees are very good looking.
Yes, I am not sure if that's a trend these days, but I've noticed too there are a lot of very good-looking staff people working at those restaurants. And back to Yeon-seok and Jong-suk, they're really doing great for their businesses, but also they're going to work hard for their primary job, acting as well.
Another business venture that seems to be right up celebrities' alleys seem to be starting their own management agencies. These days, a trend is a one-man agency, so celebrity becomes their own boss.
Yes, they start their own agencies, so basically they're their own clients and their own boss. Well, some of the celebrities who are doing that include Jang Dong-gun and Hyun-bin, and many other more like Song Si-kyung, Seoyeon, and Hyorin.
I wonder if that's a smart move because isn't it better or safer to be a part of a bigger agency?
Well, I guess it's not really like that nowadays, especially with social media. Analysts say that with social media, celebrities already have an established platform for marketing, and that's for free. So they get to promote themselves for free and communicate with the fans more directly, so they don't really need the services of a larger agency.
That's true. We've kind of taken out the middleman. Previously, agencies would need to, press on the press to get the PR job done. But these days, celebrities can communicate directly with the fans, so they can do the promotions themselves.
Exactly. When Hyun-bin started his one-man agency, he's working much harder on his social media game. And they were very effective indeed. And in case of Jang Dong-gun, when he started his one-man agency, he said he'd communicated with his fans much more than before. And you can clearly see it on his social media that he's promoting the movie 7 Years of Night and the upcoming TV drama Suits.
Hyun-bin recently posted up online saying that he's going to be coming back with another new TV production soon. And all the best of luck to Jang Dong-gun and Hyun-bin and all the other celebrities who are running their own one-man agencies.
Now, when it comes to celebrities and their boss man status, you certainly can't leave out Mr. Jung Woo-sung.
Yes, Jong-suk didn't really start a one-man agency. He's actually running a management agency where there are 20 stars like Goara, Isom, and Ha Jung-woo, and they all call him, guess what? President Jung.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, President Jung, bossman Jung, who wouldn't like to hear that? We heard that Jang Woo-sung, he has a great leadership skills, he's a great boss man, and he is really attentive to each and every one in his agencies.
Yes, he's very attentive boss. He goes to all premiere of his star clients and he monitors the production very thoroughly. And he likes to take part in different events. Like for example, last March there was Ha Jung-woo's fan meet and he himself and CEO Lee Jung-jae attended the fan meet together.
I'm sure the fans love that. It's like having triple threat in one room. It's Ha Jung-woo's fan meet, but you see Lee Jung-jae and Jung Woo-sung. That's not all. Jung Woo-sung apparently comes to work every day, and most of the times he ends up having lunch with the employees. That's a lot more than most of these bosses do for the employees, isn't it?
One thing about having a hard-working boss is that employees have to work harder. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or it's probably a very good thing, I guess. And So Ji-sub is also running his own agency, and he's got 3 celebrities on his roster now.
Really?
Yes, his one-man agency is growing bit by bit. Do you remember the younger version of So Ji-sub's character in the movie The Throne? Well, the young actor's name is Lee Hyo-jae, and he's signed with So Ji-sub's agency. And there's one new actor who signed with 소지섭's agency whose name is Yoon-seok. Well, I think it must be really nice for these young actors to get a one-on-one advice from a good senior like 소지섭.
It seems like 소지섭's brand and this particular agency is growing each year because a few years back they began investing in international films and distributing right here in Korea, including Woody Allen's Cafe Society and the BBC's Philomena, if I'm not mistaken. And these films both did really well at the box office, so good job, 소지섭. He does have a motto that he thoroughly sticks by, and it is to do what you love. Maybe this is why he pursued hip hop on the side as well. This is a motto, something that maybe our viewers and we can take away too.
One actor who has let go of his agency is actor Bae Yong-jun. He was the president of his entertainment agency and now he has let go of that job. We are thinking that he wanted to focus on his cafe businesses. He's a smart guy, so he's going to do well in his business ventures.
And he was left quite wealthy, so I think he's going to be just fine. Any last words, Hannah?
Well, unless you've done it yourself, I think being a boss is not as easy as it seems because when you run a business, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. In that aspect, I think our celebrity CEOs are doing a good job. And I think they have their fans to thank because fan support is always a big help, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I feel so inspired to do something different today, start a business. All right, Hannah, thank you so much for today's
Thank
update.
you.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.